Bop, 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 bop. Let's go. It's a Geeks chat. We got Stuart, the He-Man, Austin, PFL guy, rolling in with the boys. Big matchup coming up, not this Saturday, but next Saturday. How you feeling, man? How you doing?
I'm good, thanks. It's great to be here. Yeah, no, I'm doing absolutely awesome. Yeah, feeling great.
Let's go. I got the boys with me. How you boys doing?
Good, good.
Excited. Excited.
Well, let's get right into it, man. You got a big matchup coming up in a couple of weeks. How you feel like this stylistically matches up for you? Are you confident heading into this? How do you think this is gonna all pan out?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm excited. Sofian Bakuju is my opponent. I've kind of known about him for a while. He's fought a couple of previous opponents of mine, and in the not his last fight, the fight before, he fought one of my friends. So, yeah, seen him for a while. I think he's a good matchup for me. To be honest, I think he doesn't really. I think I do everything better than him. Literally, like everything he does, I'm just better. And I think, yeah, basically, like I think it's going to be a tough night for him. I think style wise, I think I give him a hell of a lot of problems. He kind of strikes a little bit, but then tries to take people down. And yeah, no one's really like I just don't see his wrestling being good enough. Um, so if I can force him into a striking match, and then when I'm ready, take him down, and then just pound on his face.
Let's go. I mean, one of the biggest English heavyweights on the scene. Uh, I see on your record you've traveled to Africa once or twice, and I think that was a pretty good trip for you. How was that being in Africa for a little bit?
Yeah, it was good. It was good. I had three fights out there. Two at heavyweight. Yeah, it was awesome. South Africa's like a crazy place. Like it's like nowhere else that I've ever been to. And the fight shows out there are massive. It's like really growing, and the scene out there is on mainstream TV. I had millions of people watching me. It was kind of weird. It's the first place like I had people actually like coming up to me and in the street and recognizing me from the billboards and stuff. It was pretty cool, which is it's pretty wild considering like you come home and obviously it's like it's regional, but it's huge regional. Um, yeah, so it's pretty strange.
Oh yeah. Jump into it. One of the things that sticks out to me, the nickname He-Man. That's an incredible nickname. What's the backstory behind that?
Like all good nicknames, it has shitbag name, shitbag story. Um, Literally one of the guys, like I kind of like I have. You might notice I have beautiful golden brown hair.
Oh yeah.
And what's left of it, to be fair. um, but yeah, basically, like when my hair gets a little longer, especially when I was a student, it's a little bit longer, a little bit more rugged, and it would sort of drop down into sort of more of a bowl shape when I was training. And the other side is I'm super jacked and swole. Yeah, that's what you Americans say, isn't it? He's
Yeah.
jacked, bro. Yeah, and that's literally it. Yoked.
Hell yeah. So you had the bangs going, the Patty the Batty cut, or is that the Stuart
uh,
Austin original?
that was when I was even younger. I had the full. We call it a bowl cut. I don't know if you call it the same
Oh
thing. The
yeah, yeah,
Oh
bowl.
same
yeah.
thing. A
Mother
mushroom top.
places. Yeah, exactly. You don't know what you're doing when you're a kid. You know when you're a child. I feel like my mum gave me a little bit too much kind of autonomy at the hairdressers, at the barbers. And instead, like I think the beauty of going to men's barber is you walk in and you say, I want the generic haircut, and you'll always look okay. You know what I mean? But if you're given the choice of yourself, I didn't know what to get. Anyway, so I ended up with a bowl cut sort of thing. But that's actually prior to the He-Man thing. Um, yeah, and I'll say it was cool when I was young, but it wasn't. It was terrible. Uh, but yeah, He-Man was just because I don't know. I don't really. I'm gonna say it's because I look like He-Man and give myself a big pat on the back,
Let's
sort
go.
of thing.
Let's go. So, going back, we're talking about the younger days. You started out in judo. What was that like, sort of getting you prepared for the MMA career that you evolved into?
Yeah, I think judo is a great background for MMA, to be honest. I think if people, like I think it's kind of one of those sports that everyone's done once or a couple of times, or their uncle did this or did that. Everyone knows someone who's done judo at some point or done a little bit themselves. And it's kind of almost that hybrid between jiu-jitsu and wrestling in a way. And when I did it, you were still allowed to shoot single legs, double legs, all that stuff. So it was a little bit more wrestling-y. The big thing with judo is it just creates really athletic people in weight divisions. So if you look at, like you go to an international level competition, you see a bunch of good athletes who are like kind of well-rounded. You know what I mean? They're explosive, but they got good gas tanks. So yeah, but like I kind of just it was a sport my judo my brother did. And he's just over 5 years older than me. So you kind of following what your big bro did. And eventually I got 17, 18, and it was just like, what am I doing? Like to be honest, I think I was better at judo than I am at MMA, but I just never really like enjoyed it as I got older. It was just what I was good at, not what I loved. And then I started MMA. My best friend showed me a DVD, and I was just like, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen. And it kind of spiraled from there.
Yeah, that is fire. I mean, I know that you're training over at
Thank
Titan
you.
Fighter Gym. How's that all doing over there at Titan Fighter Gym?
I'm actually like now I'm at Fight Zone, so Fight Zone,
Okay.
and I also train at a couple of other places as well. So we were at Titan Fight before, um, and now we've sort of moved. Things have moved around a little bit. So yes, it's Fight Zone's a like huge MMA, jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, boxing gym. We've got it's one of the got to be one of the biggest, certainly in the UK, if not Europe. Um, but it's sorry, I'm talking rubbish here. You just sort of generic spiel. Training's good. Training's good.
Who are
It's
some of your
good.
training partners? Who are some of your like notable trainers?
Yeah, right now, sort of I am the head coach of Fight Zone, and as I sort of moved, I kind of went. I moved from being one of the senior fighters to being head coach and fighter. And I work with a couple of other coaches as well outside, 'cause obviously only coaches. We've got Louis Sutherland, who's fighting on the same cards the same night. He's one of my students slash training partners. He is a monster. Like the guy he's fighting, you're gonna see a real nice knockout from Louis. I don't know what I can't tell you how he's gonna knock the guy out, but Louis has touch of death power. Um, yeah, so it's like if you haven't seen him already, he's worth checking out. Like on YouTube, yeah, Louis Sutherland. Because he's 4-0, four first round knockouts. Already got a spinning back fist. Already, one guy he knocked the guy out, and the guy broke his leg as he fell because he fell so just backwards so fast. It's crazy. So I've got him. I've got a young lad called Mario Pinto, who is again 3-0, another young up and comer. All my proteges. He just fought a combat sambo world champion in his third pro fight and submitted the guy in 3 minutes. So at the moment, his biggest problem is like getting people sharp on night. I think everybody's gonna know who he is in 2-3 years. Everybody's gonna know who Marion Pinto is. He's gonna be in a major organization, taking home some major money. And then we've got a kind of bunch of other guys around the area. Like we were training with Simeon Powell before, but we're kind of at different gyms now. But we're still friendly. We still meet up, do that sort of thing. But yeah, no, it's good. Life is good at the moment. Not just training, but life is good. Yeah, the UK is hot right now. It is sunny outside. I'm the guy. I don't know where you guys are from, but I'm the guy. I'll whip my shirt off, walk down the street, and like it's just not super PC in the UK. They're kind of people a bit like, What's happening? But
You should come down to Florida.
Yeah, we're
oh
Florida
man,
here.
Florida. When I came to Florida was great last year. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, talk about taking your shirt off and walking around, bro. This is the spot, brother. This is the spot.
No, we can't
Man.
escape the heat.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you mentioned you're training out of London right now. I see you're 34 years old. I can't help but ask. There's a 35-year-old that grew up training in London. He's very viral right now. Do you ever train with Andrew Tate?
No, I don't think so. But I don't like. I used to train with Jimmy Manoa a lot,
Yeah.
and for quite a bit. And he posted a picture of him training with Andrew Tate the other day, and I was like, did I train with that guy? Because I don't know, maybe cross year. I don't think I trained with him. I don't think I trained with him. If I did, I didn't know it. Yeah, unfortunately, no exciting story. Yeah, I had him up. It was awesome. Yeah, no. No, unfortunately, I don't think so. I don't think there's a fun story there. I've trained with all the fat men in London and the UK pretty much, but not Andrew Tate. He's not large enough. He's only a lot. Come on, that guy's only what's that guy? 90 kilos? Like, I don't know, 205 pounds. He's a chicken weight.
I was about to ask a little throwback question. The little Tommy Aspinall fight, grab the heel hook, submit him.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, man. That is a throwback. That is a while ago. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's obviously he's probably as time's gone by, he's gone to be the standout name on my record. Yeah, I think it's kind of a wild fight. It was very back and forth. He had his times, I had my time, and I ended up taking the win. So yeah, it's pretty cool, and it's amazing to see how well he's done. Because even back then, he's a really tough prospect. There was a lot of people talking a lot of good things about him. And I'm kind of the guy who'll fight. I'll fight people. Like I'm not scared to take a tough fight. So yeah, he's. I'll tell you the thing is he's a big dude. He's just naturally a very like. I'm not a small heavyweight at the moment. I mean, I started camp at 250. I'm about 240 now. But you know, like I looked up to him, and he's just built larger than most humans. You know what I mean? Like, and he holds everything. So you know, like some guys look jacked and swole. He kind of does, but he looks in normal proportions. He's just a giant human being. Just like grab your head, your skull in his hand, and just squeeze it or something.
Yeah. So who is your heavyweight GOAT?
I guess Stipe. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of like with athletes and stuff. GOAT is what even is that? You know, like Stipe is amazing. Fedor as well. Honestly, I think you could drop Prime Fedor in the middle of the division right now, and he would give anybody nightmares, which is crazy because his peak of his career was 15 years ago. His skill set was so relevant, and the man was so fast. Like his hand speed is unbelievable. And anyone who has that type of hand speed is always scary because they hit you in the face, and you're like, "What the fuck?" Just like you're literally, "What happened?" I swear something just. Like a bird hit me from somewhere because I didn't see this guy move. Yeah, I'm a Fedor guy actually. I'm even now I'm leaning even more towards Fedor now. I'm changing my mind.
Oh, okay, the switch up. We got that big matchup. John Jones, debatably, the overall GOAT. He's coming out.
Yeah.
Francis Ngannou seems to be a matchup that's in the air. Maybe Stipe. How do you see those matchups going? You think that Stipe would beat John Jones or Ngannou, or you think that he would just run through him?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like nobody has ever run through John Jones.
Right.
The guy is a problem. He's the sort of fighter as well. Like, he just breaks people apart. Like bit by bit. Even the guys who do really well against him, come the last 2 rounds, you're having a shit night. You know what I mean? Like, you see the fights who people are like, oh, maybe that guy beat him, maybe, and then the last 2 rounds, he just beats the shit out of them. So. I don't know. I can't. It's hard to imagine. It's hard to imagine anyone standing up to Francis's power because John Jones isn't super like elusive and mobile. He kind of likes to walk people down. But you know, Jones has walked through anything and everything, walked through big power punching from lots of people. He's never even looked like he's got wobbled. I don't know. It's a very exciting fight. And Jones Stipe is even more exciting. Honestly, like I don't like the fight because if I'm a fanboy of anyone these days, like of the last generation, it's Stipe, and I just don't think it's a good fight for Stipe. I think Jones, built his record and made his name just beating up wrestler boxers. And yeah, I don't know. I love Stipe so much, and I want him to win, but I just don't know. I think stylistically, it's a horrible match, and I think they know. I think that's why Jones wants that fight. He doesn't want nobody wants to fight Ngannou. He's too smart. Like only crazy people want that. But John Jones and Stipe, people are like, honestly, right now, I look at Stipe and I'm like, oh yeah, he's about my height, about my weight. I know he kicked my ass, but they'll have a chance against him, and I think a lot more people feel that way, whereas Francis Ngannou's like, oh, he's a little bit taller than me, and his bones are made of concrete, and his muscles are made of something different. It's a different prospect to a fight.
Oh yeah. Getting back to you, you're fighting this or next weekend in London. Is that something that gets you up a little bit more, fighting in front of the hometown fans, or is that just
In
added
London,
pressure?
England. Yeah, no, it's exciting. I'm actually really excited because it's been a long time since I've never fought in London. Actually, no, I fought in London once. And the last time I fought in the UK was years and years ago. So it's going to be super exciting. It's like 10 minutes from my house, the venue is. It really is like my part of London. I drive past it every day. I'm super excited. There's going to be a huge crowd of my people there, and like I know people who like so other my friends, fans obviously probably know me through socials and stuff like that. So I'm actually really pumped because I've never ever had like a really I say never ever. It's been 5 years at least since I've had a real pro me crowd. I'm often, like I'm either fighting on some of the bigger shows or I'm, going into someone's backyard, and doing the work then, which is normally quite hostile. So I'm excited for it, but it does add a little bit more pressure. Like the fear of failure increases significantly when everybody you know is there.
I'm sure you're up for it. I mean, big time England prospects. Everyone's going to be there for you. You like the matchup. I mean, seems like a big finish could be in the works. I mean, this could be
Yeah.
biggest nights ever. This would be massive for you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. 100%. I'm winning 100%. Like I'm going to finish the game 100%. I don't know how yet. I think either a KO or a choke. Yeah. I don't even see myself going for an armbar or something. That's not heavyweight fighting. But I could see KO or a choke. I don't know. If it depends, like if I knock him down and then put my arm around his neck, or if I just knock him out. That'll be a little bit cleaner, a little bit cooler. But yeah, if I have to wrap it around and just squeeze for 5 seconds, I'm cool with that.
Maybe grab a ghillie for the boys.
Sorry?
A ghillie? A guillotine?
Guillotine. Oh, I did not know what you were talking about then. No. Guillotine. Guillotine is the worst submission. Get out of here.
Oh, come on. Come on now.
Do you do jiu-jitsu?
No, I don't.
Well, there's no reason to like guillotines then. There's absolutely no reason. No. I do the heavy, no, the heavyweight submission. Like I hit you really hard, boom, you go down, and then because you're on your belly already and like this, I kind of wrap my fat arm around your face, and like for 3 seconds, and you're just like, yeah, that's cool. That's how heavyweight submission fighting works.
What if someone's gassed out? He's leaning up on you on the cage, you just standing gi, just crank it up and just end it.
No, if we're standing up there, like we're pushed up into the fence, so you can see again heavyweight. We can see the fat spludging through the cage. Yeah, exactly, the chains. So you can see from there. Man. I'll just hold him there and grind my head in, and throw two little punches and two little punches and two little punches, you know, and keep the crowd really booing the way heavyweights like to. If it goes after like the second round, yeah, we'll just do the old wall and stall, just hold on to him and just be like, oh, flipping it. Wonder I'm going after this. And then I can complain that he didn't stand and bang with me. You know what I mean? Now I can be like, why did he stand and bang with me? After I just pushed him into the fence.
I guess that's one way to go about it.
No, I'm gonna honestly, I'm gonna put my hands on this guy. I'm gonna kick his leg off. Probably either I don't know how I'll take him down. It'll be double or single or maybe a throw. I do kind of a bit of. I've got quite a versatile takedown range, and then from there I'm just gonna pound on him till he quits, basically, or until he gives his back. There's no guillotines here, my friend. There's no. If I'm on the if I have a fight there, if I have a guillotine, I will snap him down, take his back, and then just pound him in the side of the head. You know.
Yes,
All right,
sir.
fine, dog. You can use it. Use it
not-
however you want. You can use it.
Like
You ever
I
finish a
appreciate
fight,
the advice. I appreciate the advice.
if you ever finish a fight with a guillotine, you got to shout out the Geeks. That's got to happen since it's apparently just never gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean, there's no easy ways out with the He-Man. He's gonna make you earn it, make you get out of there in brutal fashion.
Yeah, guillotine's too easy. It's the easiest thing. You got to make them suffer a little bit more.
I mean, you keep saying this. I don't know what it is. I'm a heavyweight. We just hit pads and hit the bag and hit each other.
There we
That's
go.
what we do.
There we go. That goes into my next question. You can have a dream finish, especially heavyweight fight. And what are you going with?
I did get one really cool finish. I had like I hit a guy with an uppercut hook cross, like clean combination, and he was out halfway through, and then the cross just boom, literally knocked him off his feet. That would be super cool.
Last 10 seconds of the round, that was crazy.
Yeah, or I tell you what, the scissor knee would be cool. Big jumping scissor knee. That would be pretty awesome.
Sick.
I hit one once in a fight, and the guy kind of looked at me real mad, and then I was too scared to do it again. I was like, "You meant to fall down."
All right, well, dude, we really appreciate you, bro, coming on. You got any words you want to send out to your fans? Anything coming up for this fight you want to shout out?
No, just thanks to my training partners. I didn't mention Shah as well. Ricky's been coming down, Jordan, and a bunch of my students as well. Thank you to everyone at Fight Zone. And you know, everyone who's supported me, Rowan, Marcus as well. But yeah, that'll do. That's good.
Let's go. Boys, you got anything?
Now the
good.
coach and the fighter still, it's like Mr. Miyagi and Karate Kid in one. It's been a pleasure to talk to you.
Well, that's the
Yeah,
boy, Stuart, the He-Man Austin. We're the Geeks. Thanks for tuning in. Catch his fight next Saturday. Let's go. We're out.